Hello spooky people, my name is Betty Bichimakami and welcome back to the channel, and also welcome back to the Happy Home Paradise Island, where we will be building another one of our Spooktober spooky story builds. So let's freaking go! For our Mournful movie theater build, I picked Miss Big Blue Bertha. Miss Ma'am is going to receive the holiday house of her dreams, definitely, obviously. Now, this build, once again, was one of the builds where I was like, can the universe, for once in my life, give me a build where I have an idea, and I put it down, and it works out. But once again, the universe said, you thunkening, you thought, bitch. Because that obviously did not work out. And as you can see here, I had this entire freaking build down already. I was kind of going for big, old, bulky house, museum, no, not museum, what the fuck, movie theater that is kind of being rebuilt, but then I was like, I don't really like it, so I deleted everything. That was 1.5 hours down the drain, very delicious, very beautiful, but sometimes that's just what you have to do. Sometimes you have an idea and you start building, and then it's just like, how do I make this terrible thing any better? And if you're stuck like that, and no item that you add or take away makes anything better, it's just delete everything. Okay, start fresh. And that's what I did. And I feel like it was the best decision that I could have made, because I feel like I was very stuck with trying to use the big display stands. The display stands, they were, I think, a bit too big, too bulky, and now that we're using the retro transportation stops, I'll never learn, but now that we're using those, I think it looks so much better. Also with the rusted, more brownish gray items, I just think it looks so much better. So I'm very happy that I started fresh. Now for this one, I just mainly focused on kind of extending the house and then just putting some remotely movie theater looking items, because we don't have that many items that go outside of a movie theater. You know, I was struggling. Because also looking it up and also writing the story, I was like, it has a tattered marquee, which is like where the movie or like the theater titles would be on. We don't have that. In Germany, we don't have that. So finding inspiration for any of that, kind of difficult. And also finding Animal Crossing inspiration for that, even more difficult. It doesn't exist. No one's building movie theaters outside. If you look up Animal Crossing movie theaters, it's always just a room inside of a house, and I was like, yeah, I know how to build the inside, how do I build the outside, what the fuck? But overall, I'm very happy with how this turned out, especially at night. We've got the lights kind of shining. Why are they on? We'll never know. Also, these little flags that I just put down, do they have anything to do with the movie theater? No, but they are moving, they're tall, they're kind of hiding that the red curtain is very, very weirdly overlapping on a corner where it shouldn't be overlapping. It's like, it's a mess, okay? It's a whole thing, but I tried really, really hard to make this work, and I was determined to not have to start again. So I just put down some greenery, tried to hide everything. Once again, made it look a little bit overgrown, made it look like they might have had two little walkways to the left and right of the main entrance, but they were now also obviously overgrown, kind of hiding my two movie posters here on the outside. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I'm still not sure if this was the right house decision, because this house in the middle, I was like, what does a movie theater look like? I wasn't really sure, and I feel like this was kind of the best option for us, and overall I think it turned out really good, especially if you turn it to nighttime, and we have the small glowy items, and obviously our little cash registers here with the movie posters. I really, really like this, and with that, I'm just adding around some more codes, and then we are already on to the final tour of the outside. Wee woo woo, this is the outside. I once again try to put the original OG no editing stuff and then the kind of edited stuff from the actual movie. I hope you enjoyed that. Also, if you can hear my mom vacuuming, she has a great sense of when is she trying to make a voiceover. I could vacuum now, so if you hear that, I am terribly sorry. As you have probably noticed just now, we are starting on the upstairs floor of this beautiful holiday house. I like to make it kind of difficult for myself, but then also easier in the long run. Why is that, you might ask? Well, because where I walk into the house, basically the downstairs of the vacation home, is going to be my downstairs, my second shooting location when I do the final story build. So I try to build the area where I will film first in the house. Does that make any sense? The area, what the fuck? So, what the fuck? The first scene in the house is also the first area that I'm trying to build. Anyways, we are creating a second entrance basically on the second floor of the house, and then also where you normally enter, which is where Big Bertha is standing right now. This is basically the way downstairs exit kind of a situation. Language is leaving me. Okay, no comment on that. Please and thank you. Just don't question it. We are building basically an entrance cash register kind of an area where you would go in and you would say, hey, I want to watch this movie and I want to sit in row 3. And so I kind of tried to make it look simultaneously old, but then also, like, I don't know how it looked like back then. I don't know how an old movie theater looks like. I just put some microphones down so that you were like, that's where you order, and I dropped some tickets. I feel like it works out. Also, this is an old, like, abandoned movie theater. The popcorn that's in there, stale, disgusting. Ew. And then, anyways, we are putting down some more movie posters. Obviously, we gotta put those everywhere. Also, my editing skills with the movie poster in the final story build, I don't want to hear anything. Okay, I tried really hard. It didn't work out the way that I wanted it, but then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it the way that it is. We are obviously having to put some red drapery around, dropping some more beautiful coats on the floors, also the blood. It's delicious, it's very stunning, it's gorgeous. And with that, we are already onto the final tour of this second floor. Enjoy! And ew-wee, ew-woo, I really like how this turned out. So now let's move on to the downstairs. Here you can see me kind of questioning my life choices, asking myself if I should just stop recording or continue. And I decided to continue, because here we are spooky warriors, okay? We fight on to finish all of these builds, yes. And now that we are still in the early stages of this downstairs room, can I please address the carpet situation? Why does the red carpets, there is no room size where these fit nicely. There's always a kind of overhang. You have to place one like horizontally instead of vertically. Then they don't fit at all. You have to kind of leave a little gap. Why? Nintendo, why would you do this to us? Okay, like what? Once again, what the fuck is the problem here? I would like to have a word with Nintendo about that, because that is it's just not the way, okay? But then the rest of the room, I think, came together very easily, in my opinion, because just putting the red curtain drapery wallpaper, it just pulled everything together already. And I think the other a second thing that I think pulled this room together really nicely. We will put it down in the end, but in between all of these seats, you know, I put some of the old moldy popcorn. Once again, we also have the popcorn machines that will be on the back of the aisles, basically. And I will at some point put down an outside flower code, a little floor filler code that I made for my alien island. And I think they are really, really perfect because they look like it's moldy popcorn that has been dropped on the floor. You will see me put them down near the end of this beautiful room build, but I just think they look so freaking perfect. It's just so aesthetically pleasing that it just pulled the whole room together. Just such a beautiful vibe here. Yeah, that's me putting down the codes. And that is my cue, once again, to shut up because we are at the end of this beautiful cinema room downstairs floor. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy our beautiful little finished product. And last but not least, let's take it outside for the final tour of the outside. And with that, we are done with this beautiful build. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And until then, I suggest you guys stay spooky, people. Goodbye!